Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a ranking report using dancescore. To start the ranking report, it's quite simple. Off the main screen, I'm going to click the ranking button. And this will, of course, open up my ranking screen. And what I can see here is the results from an event. And the event that we're going to rank is going to be the Open Latin. Okay, now to do this, I need to start at the final and work back. dancescore needs to know the items that made up the Open Latin event. Okay, now I know that my final is at event 113. Scroll down to event number 113, and there we are down the bottom. You can see there that our final for the Adult Open Latin came from event 95. At event 95 was our semi-final or qualifying round. That came from item number 64, which was the second round, which obviously came from the first round at an earlier item, which was actually a number 56. And I could manually select them, but because I have used the from fields, dancescore will know. What I'll do is click on the final and allow dancescore to work back through the stack, which is just done, and you can see them over here. dancescore has now selected item number 113, the final, the qualifying round or semi-final at 95, the second round at event 64, and the first round at event 56. I've now selected the items that were necessary to compile a full ranking from my finalists back to the first round. All I need to do is hit the Start Ranking button up the top here, and there we go. I will enlarge the screen, and there it is. There's my ranking report. You can see that there's a gap here between the final and the semi-final, and if I scroll down, there's a gap between the couples that were in the semi-final and the second round, and if I scroll down further, you'll see a gap between the couples that were in the second round back to the first round. You should also notice that couples that are on the same placings receive an equal mark. You can see that here with these couples here that are marked equally between 22nd place and 24th place. I will cancel this print preview, which will open up my ranking report once again. And if I scroll down here, I have created a sample final, number 205. And I've done this just to show you how I handle a redance within dancescore. It's exactly the same. What I need to do, of course, first is clear these items. So I come over to the Clear Queue button. There we go. The items are gone. Once again, if you have a little bit of a look at what I've created here, I have a sample final at event 205, coming from a semi-final, coming from a round 2, coming from a redance, coming from my first round. In the normal course of running an event, we run our first round. The couples that don't make it back dance a redance. Then we have those couples that were put through to the second round. If there's more rounds, of course, they'll fit in there somewhere, ending up with a semi-final and a final. So 205 comes from 204, 204 comes from 203, 202, 201, and so on, to put those in that order. Okay, so my redance is going to be the second item. I dance my first round, my redance. Once again, dancescore will select these items for me automatically because I've used the from item field correctly. I select that, you'll see they come up here. They've all been populated in my queue in the order that I wanted, and I hit the Start Ranking. Couples have been ranked. Once again, I'll just make that a little bit bigger. Exactly the same as before. We have the gap between each round. So here's my couples that made the final, here's my couples that made the semi-final. In this case, where they are equal in the amount of recalls and can't be separated, you have equal placings. And there we go, how to join items together to create a ranking report.